Hello, hello, everybody. Thank you so much for being here on this Boxing Day and first day of Kwanzaa, and just about a million different reasons to celebrate and to be joyful and hopeful today, and to find spaces inside of this music to place whatever sadnesses we have and turn them into joy and hope. So we're really, really glad you're all here today. Welcome to everybody. Hello to everybody out there on Facebook Live. Really glad you're with us today. And hello to all of the gang that came into the room today. Hello, Aloysius in Massachusetts, and Susan in Ohio, and Bill in Victoria, and Busy and the Eastern Shore, and Doug in Vermont, and Sandy in Maryland, Mabel in Massachusetts, and maybe Bob in the distance. Hello, Sandy in the Yukon, and Deborah in Kentucky, Lisa in Indiana, Michelle in Maryland, hello, Kathy in Virginia, hello, Becky in Vancouver, Fred in Maryland, Dennis in the British Columbia, hello, Sarah, hello, nice to see you today, and Sheila in Florida, Janet and Peter in Toronto, Dan in Virginia, Lynn in Connecticut, and the Pretty Pooch, hello to Lynn's doggy, Jamie in Victoria, Bonnie in Idaho, Carolyn in Idaho, David in upstate New York, Lydia, hello, nice to see you today. Glad you are with us. Karen in Arizona, glad to have you back. Deli in DC, Trish, hello, nice to see you. Kevin in New Hampshire, hello. Barb in Kentucky, Hindi in Toronto, Susan and Shirley in Gettysburg, great to see you, or just outside of Gettysburg. Harriet in Chicago, hello. And Jenny in Victoria. Terry, hello, Terry. Nice to see you today. Washington Rebels board member coming in from DC. Hello, Catherine and Susan in Seattle. And Claire and Marion, hello, nice to see you. Karen in Utah, hello. Steve in Baltimore, and lots of folks off video. Isabel in Florida, Joni, Sue, Colin, and some other folks still coming in the room. Glad to see you all, Gwen and Beryl and Storm. Really glad you're all here today. And again, hello to everybody out there on Facebook Live. And happy Kwanzaa again. Today's two artists are going to help us celebrate the first day of Kwanzaa. We're super excited to do this. I am just going to say a couple quick announcements. We are actually going to have a 2-song special today. Lyrics will be in the chat for both. Also, my email's in the chat. If you want to get on our daily Antidote email list, or if you have comments or suggestions, please just send them to me. We are on something like day 265 today of singing together. We're here every day of the year, even Christmas Eve day, Christmas Day, New Year's Eve day, New Year's Day. So join us for a song anytime, 1 song every day at noon, except for when we do 2 and except for when we do 3. So really, really glad you're all here today. I would like to shout out a thank you to Aaron Geyer and Julia May, who are running the tech for us today. Thank you so much. And I would like to introduce and hope we can all wave an enormous hello to our 2 former Sweet Honey in the Rock singers who are in the room with us today, Arnaé Batson and Ysaye Barnwell. We cannot wait to sing with the 2 of you lovely ladies. Welcome. Arnaé, I'm turning it over to you.
Thank you. Good morning, all. Happy December 26th, which is the first day of Kwanzaa. And so I'm going to present a song that I learned from Dr. B, my Dr. B, and also Dr. Bernice Johnson Regan, who wrote the song. It's called 7 Principles. So I'm going to, let me find a key. And today I'm only going to teach you the Okay, so I'm only going to teach you the actual principles. So I'll teach you how to pronounce them. They're in Kiswahili. The first principle is umoja. So everybody say umoja. And we sing that as umoja. And we hold it out. Umoja. Right. Okay, the second principle is kujichagulia. Kujichagulia. That's 7 syllables. Kujichagulia. But we kind of make it 8 because ku is ku'u, right? Kujichagulia. So it's still 7. All right. Kujichagulia. All right, that's the second principle. And it repeats, so you'll get it on the come around. The third principle is ujima. Ujima. Let me say that with a long A. Ujima. The third principle is ujama. 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 Yes. We pronounce it ujima, but we sing it Ujamaa. The next principle is Nia, Nia. The principle that follows that is yes, Kumba, uh, Kumba, Kumba, and the song builds into this huge crescendo with Imani, which is faith. Imani. And my version is a little different from Dr. Regan's and the Sweet Honey version. Imani, Imani. I'm always thinking triumphant. Let's just end it. I like my hands up. You know, See, that's how I wear these kind of shirts. I like my hands up. And then we all say together, we believe that we can. We know that we can. We will anyway. Oh my God, Dr. B is singing. That we can. And again, we ended on a big flurry, just full of faith, full of hope, full of optimism, and that's the nature of this song. So I think that we could kind of sing. Joe, I think we're ready to hear it and sing along as best we can. All right, fantastic. Everybody, take a breath. As we sing these words of hope, of faith, and of community. Here we go. So this is 7 Principles 2020 version. And you can move a little bit. So we're going to ooh it. Yeah. Stretch out. First principle. Umoja.
Together.
Umoja.
Unity that
Umoja.
unity we know the purpose we know the purpose of our lives. Yes, we do. Well, we know the purpose of our lives. All that we touch is more beautiful. All that we touch is more beautiful. All that we touch is more beautiful. Morning, we, morning,
Oh, we believe that we can. We know that we can. We
will anyway.
Ooh. Dr. B, I heard you.
Oh,
This is a Zoom classic. This is a Zoom classic. Thank you so much. Oh my
you're
God.
welcome. Thank
I
you.
learned this song with you in the room, as with
Hmm.
so many of the songs that we sang. And so I'm ever grateful, ever thankful, ever humble in your presence.
Well, thank the composer, Bernice
That's
Johnson
right.
Reagan.
That's
All
right.
right.
That's right. That's right.
Hmm. What's next?
So, Arne,
Yes.
I would love to ask you if you can please tell the room a little bit. By the way, thank you so much. That really was a Zoom miracle. We were hearing both of you, and it came in and out, in the Zoomish kind of a way. But I felt both of you in there in such an incredible way, and I loved, loved, loved it. And for everybody in the room, at the end, actually, today we're going to sing that song again. So hang tight if you want to sing through that again. But in the meantime, in the middle, we're going to have another song. Before we switch gears to song 2, Arne, can you tell us a little bit about Kwanzaa for the folks in the
Sure, sure.
room
So,
who
so
may?
Kwanzaa is a holiday that's celebrated from December 26th through the 1st of January. So it's 7 days, 7 principles for each day. The principles are unity, self-determination, collective work and responsibility, cooperative economics, purpose, creativity, and faith. And the idea is to teach us that when we come together and strengthen our families and our communities, and then we honor the lessons of the past, we can face the future with joy and optimism. So the idea of the 7 principles, and in Kiswahili, the words are Nguzo Saba. It becomes a way of living our daily lives in love, in service, strength, humility, and of course, in faith. So it's a wonderful holiday to celebrate. I've celebrated for many years. There are Kwanzaa celebrations that are going on online today, so you can find them. People are still finding ways. It's on Zoom, but you can still support and be in the spirit of what.
And there is a day for each of the principles.
Yes,
So 7
yes.
days this will be going on.
That's right. That's right. Dr. B, thank you so much. Umoja is today. Tomorrow's Kujichagulia. Ujima is on the 28th. So, and on until we get to the 1st of January.
That's great. Thank you. Tell me if there's other parts of the celebration for you. Are there other things that you would do as part of the Kwanzaa
Well,
days?
generally, this is when people come together. The food is amazing. There are rituals, there are traditions, it's, it's very ritualized. In the community gatherings. They have kids who come together. There are parades. They're exchanging of gifts, handmade gifts, uh,
Candle lightings.
candle lighting. Absolutely. So there are certain colors that people wear. Um, so you can find all this out because there are plenty of websites that are available for it. But this is, for me, one of the preeminent songs of that era because Dr. Regan wrote it, I believe, the year after Kwanzaa. Well, she wrote it very early. It was in 75. I think you all recorded it in 78, right, Dr. B?
I think so.
Yeah, y'all recorded it in 78. And so this was, there weren't a lot of Kwanzaa songs out. This was the joint, and it still is. It still resonates today. And I learned my bass singing from this song. I wanted to be like you, Dr. B. I
Well,
did.
all right.
I did.
So, Arne, you mentioned the food, and everybody in this room knows whenever somebody says food, that's always where my brain then goes. It's never the wrong hour for eating food. Can you tell us a little bit about the food culture and traditions of Kwanzaa?
Oh my goodness. Well, it's healthy soul food, and before we knew what veganism was, this was incorporating lots of greens, lots of vegetables, and if they could be locally sourced. Again, this was before we had that terminology. So people were growing in their backyards. You had black businesses or black restaurants who were being, um, they were catered. They were catering meals, special Kwanzaa meals. Their Kwanzaa cakes, and all this stuff now we can see on YouTube. But when I first started celebrating Kwanzaa in 1979, it was all done with families, and you go to a different person's house every night. to light a candle. There's a ceremony. It was really special. In the days of COVID, we're not able to do that with each other in person. But like I said, there's still a lot of online celebrations. You can find them. Just Google Kwanzaa 2020 and see what's happening every day.
That's great. Thank you, Arnaé. Thank you, Ysaye. That was a lot of fun to sing that song, and I'm really glad we're going to get to sing it again at the end. Before we go back into talking about that, can we talk about song number 2?
Sure, sure. So again, this is another song that Dr. B taught me. This is Dr. B, would you say it's a traditional
It is
uh,
traditional.
traditional gospel
Yeah,
song?
a Christmas spiritual.
A Christmas spiritual, right?
Right.
Wasn't that a mighty day? And Dr. B, you could talk about that.
Yeah, well, it's fairly clear. Wasn't it a mighty day when Jesus Christ was born? And that's why we're all still celebrating it 2,000 years later.
Right, right,
So
right,
that's basically it.
right.
Okay. Do I
So,
start?
yes, ma'am. And
Wasn't ready? Wasn't it a mighty day? Wasn't it a mighty day? Wasn't it a mighty day when Jesus Christ was born? Wasn't it a mighty day? Wasn't it a mighty day? Wasn't it a mighty day when Jesus Christ was born? A star rose in the east. A star rose in the east. A star rose in the east when Jesus Christ was born. Oh, wasn't it a mighty, mighty, mighty day? Oh, wasn't it a mighty, mighty, mighty day? Oh, wasn't it a mighty, mighty, mighty day when Jesus Christ was born? Oh, a star rose in the east. A star rose in the east. A star rose in the east when Jesus Christ was born. So wasn't it a mighty day? Wasn't it a mighty day? Wasn't it a mighty day when Jesus Christ was born? Yes.
I tried to get in there a little bit. I'm sorry. I hope it didn't. I hope it didn't sound crazy. I couldn't
It
help
was
myself. I'm
perfect.
sorry. I couldn't help myself.
That's all right. Oh,
It was
so
perfect. Yeah, we got to hear from the reverse that time. It was Ysaye on the lead and Arnaé in the background. I can't think of anything better. If we want, we could just stay in the room all day and swap songs back and forth between the two of you. But probably everybody wants to do something else on their Kwanzaa day and their Boxing Day, like eat, for example. So thanks so much, Arnaé and Ysaye. That was absolutely fabulous. I'm going to switch back over to talking about the Kwanzaa song, Arnaé, just for a moment, and talk, if you can, a little bit about the projects you're working on, and more specifically, the project that we're going to sing the song out with.
Sure. So I have a group of singers here in Los Angeles. We are Voices Raised LA Vocal Collective, and we're still online, meeting online, and we have a video. We have a new video choir project that just went up on YouTube yesterday. I've just put the link into the chat. You all can go to it and really get a full version of the song. You can learn it. The lyrics are there. And then you can see us singing it. So this was our last choir video project of 2020, and we wanted to go out on a very up and optimistic note. And so the video is there. But Joe, is it possible that I could show it here?
So I think it would be fabulous if you show it here. And since the sound is going to be coming through your screen, so Ysaye, I'm going to mute you now so that we make sure we can hear the video. And go ahead, you are up.
Oh my
Arnaé.
goodness. Okay. All right. Fantastic. And we are hitting. Where's my go? Here we go. Okay, here we go. Wow. And so it is.
Woo! Okay, that was tremendously amazing. And I have lots of questions about that. One of which is I realized I forgot to mute myself. I hope you guys were listening to the video and not to me. But I was having so much fun scrolling through and watching who was choosing to sing the word and the sort of more bass part and who was singing this. It was awesome watching. Everybody in the room was basically batting it back and forth like you guys were earlier. It was very cool. Thank you for that beautiful video, which I'm so glad we got a chance to almost be the debut of online.
Well, you actually really are. You really are. I put it up on YouTube yesterday, and so
perfect.
This is the first public outpouring.
The first public showing. I love it. All right, there we go, gang. So there's our Kwanzaa job of the day, is to pass the video around to our friends and let them, if they don't already know about it, learn a little bit, and if they do, celebrate it, and or some of both. So we have time for some questions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to invite anybody out there on Facebook Live who'd like to come in and either hear the discussion or be part of it, to transfer yourselves over to the virtual room. You can do that by going to revelsdc.org daily-song, or you can just go revelsdc.org and click on the Daily Antidote, and you can find us in here by clicking join in the virtual room. Thank you so much, Facebook, for joining us. We loved having you with us today, and I am hoping to see you tomorrow for more singing.